The coaches that are coaching the defensive backs, I'm telling you what, man, these guys, I understand why they didn't go out and spend the big money.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are getting coached and they're fundamentally sound. They look a lot better. These guys are looking like totally different people. Michael JAKIB looks like a totally different guy. Epps looks like a totally different safety.
Yeah. And we're back. Mays and Brooks here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, The Middle. And I'm reading an Adam Schefter tweet here before we get to your Eagles thoughts. Colts QB Carson Wentz is out indefinitely as he undergoes further testing on a foot injury that he suffered at the end of Thursday's practice. Indefinitely, Barrett. That does not sound good.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, man.
And I think we just got to be satisfied that, it'll be a 2.
You're already writing it off.
Right,
oh, man. Oh, because I'm seeing on the stream, they're saying Liz Frank is everybody's, guessing. And maybe it is that. And if it is that, then he is going to be out for quite a bit. That's a bad injury.
That's a bad injury, but it's almost as like, I'm glad he's gone now. Because we'd be going through that right now.
Well, can you imagine if that was happening here? We'd be going crazy.
Crazy. And we're just moseying on along, minding our own business, getting better as a team. Practice looks crisp today.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell guys are starting to get it. They're buying into it. Coaches are coaching their asses off, man. They're in everybody's ear. You know what I mean? It's really a great vibe down there. It is. Usually it was like last year. It was like doom and gloom. It's a great vibe being in the NovaCare Center at this point.
Is that right? Now, would you compare this to Doug's first year or maybe Chip's first year? Like any kind of first year of a new regime, there has to be a new energy there.
Real new energy. And, but it's a positive energy. When Chip came, Chip was an a-hole. So he never had the positive energy. Did
we know that then, though? We know that in hindsight.
The players knew that.
They did.
I'm talking about from the player's point of view. I'm talking strictly not fans. I'm not talking about the organization themselves. I'm talking about how the players are approaching this. When they say they're attacking it with some enthusiasm. They're trying to get better. They're asking questions. They're trying to gain as much knowledge about what they're asked to do as they can. And it's definitely a turn for the better as far as the organization. Right now, this regime has really turned things around on the psyche of players and how they're approaching everything.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Now, who were some of the guys that jumped out at you today? And I know you've been there 2 of the 3 days. So
Jordan Mailata, number 1. He's playing great. He's moving around well. He's playing physical. Even without pads, he's playing physical. He's snatching guys. Guys know they're being blocked when he blocks them. He's using that size and strength now. And you could tell he's a tackle. He understands he's a football player now. He's not just an athlete out there learning to be a football player. He has now officially become a football player, and he's conducting himself like that. Even though they haven't handed him a starting job yet, he's going to win that job hands down. Another guy that looks really, really good out there is Wallace. This kid is playing at a high level. He's going to be integral as far as their big nickel defense. Big nickel is 3 safeties in the game, and take out a linebacker. They run that a lot against teams that love to run 11 personnel. You got to have another athlete out there for coverage. Just in case somebody lands up in the slot, you got 2 slot receivers. You need somebody to cover them, or running back or tight end out of the backfield or on the line. He can do that. He's shown that ability to do that. The coaches that are coaching the defensive backs, I'm telling you what, man, these guys, I understand why they didn't go out and spend the big money.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are getting coached and they're fundamentally sound. They look a lot better. These guys are looking like totally different people. Michael JAKIB looks like a totally different guy. Epps looks like a totally different safety.
Yeah.
They look totally different out there. The way they're, attacking. Gannon plays the defense that attacks. They're always trying to rip the ball out. They're trying to create turnovers. You know what I mean? And you could tell he's coaching them in that manner.
Right.
Hey, you got to run inside out. Force the play, force the ball. Get it, rip it out. You hear that all day long. And that's what you want. He's teaching that mentality right now.
Now, I like that. That all sounds good, but I'm reading your buddy Derek Gunn's tweet here. at Real D Gun. This was within the last hour. I know it's still early in training camp with a new coaching staff, but after watching practice today, this team has a long way to go to get ready. Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. That's not what I saw.
No,
that's definitely not what I saw. No, and I was standing next to him,
yeah.
So I don't know what he's. I don't know. I can't believe he saw that. You know,
isn't it? That's amazing, though. The two guys standing right next to one another, both covered. You know, that covered the team, saw things totally the opposite.
I think it was more so, you know, because it was a lot of young guys out there.
Yeah,
you know, he wanted to see more impact and big plays and stuff like that. But they were having. It's something to have in a practice where you don't have big plays. It was a practice where everybody was executing what they had to execute.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look like the offense was getting over the defense, and didn't like the defense was getting over our offense. You know, they took turns being great. You know, and that happens.
When do they put the pads on though? Like what?
Probably tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
night they got a 5. I think it's at 5:30. And I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to that practice also.
Okay.
And it's going to be hype tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I think they are going to have pads because they have off on Sunday.
Okay.
So I think they are going to go pads tomorrow. First time in pads. The energy is going to be electric. I know that for a fact. It's going to be electric.
Which also might be why he gave the 10+ year guys the day off today. If they're going pads tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would make some sense.
Make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
All right. Jalen Hurts. You look better today? Does he, you know, Devontae Smith? I mean, these are the guys people want to know about.
Yes, he looked good also. He threw a touchdown to him today during team periods. They do a lot of ones on ones, you know, in their when they're going against each other, scrimmaging against each other.
Mm-hmm.
They go
so was it like Slay against Devontae Smith?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, both guys made plays. One guy had a touchdown. One guy had to pull. He didn't go get Slay today because Slay had the day off.
Okay.
But he was going against who they have out there? McPherson.
Okay, the rookie. Yeah.
Yeah. So he scored on him. But, you know, the way they're passing things off, you know, the DBs are passing things off. They're understanding on, you know, what the offense is trying to do to them, how they're being coached, you know, looking at things inside out, making sure that they – you know, they're making sure they're over the top when they're supposed to be over the top, or undercutting things when they're supposed to undercut things. The linebackers are looking super fast and super quick. They look like that because there's no pads on, but they're flying around. You know, I want to see how this, you know, goes and how it goes with, you know, when you got, you know, Brandon Brooks, you know, hitting up on a linebacker, you know, a little Singleton or Davion Taylor.
Taylor,
that's where, you know, physics, you know, takes over when you got, you know, 330 against somebody that's 215 pounds, 220 pounds. You know, physics just aren't, you know, in your cards that you're going to be successful.
Did Gainwell get any reps, like catching passes out of the backfield?
He did. Yes, he did. You know, he lined out in the slot a lot also.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he's out in the slot. The little back they had last year, number 46. What was his name? He was from the Florida school. What is his name? Let me look at the roster. He was out there in the slot a lot. In fact, I was looking like, why does this receiver have this number? I was, that's not a receiver. It's actually a running back. What's his name? Let me check right now.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he went to Florida school. Oh,
was it the Florida Atlantic?
Yes. It was not Florida Atlantic, but no.
I don't know. I'm going through the roster.
Adrian Killians Jr.
Oh,
Killians. Yeah, he's number 46. He was lining out there receiver a lot. He went to Central Florida.
Oh, okay. Okay.
With Central Florida. That's a fast guy, you know, running like a 4.240. You know, that's him. He played a lot out in the slot also. So, you know, they're doing a lot of things in which they're trying to highlight their talent. They're trying to get speed out there, you know, and I mean, it's only going to help them. It's only going to help them. You know, the faster they are, the better they're going to do. And this team is built on being fast. You know, Howie said he wanted fast players.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely did that.
What do you think ends up happening to Dillard? See, I know you're sold on Mailata getting that position. He's going to be the swing tackle guy.
Swing tackle,
or they could trade him.
They wouldn't trade him because they look like they were fools if they trade him.
Mm-hmm.
They're already trying to save face right now to put him in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
So you can't. I mean, if a guy's not ready, he's just not ready.
Right.
And I don't know if Dillard will ever be ready. I mean, he can go out tomorrow and play like an all-pro. I'll eat crow. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
I want nothing but success from the guy. But I just don't see how you can take Jordan and Jordan not be pissed off about it. He's still smiling too much for me. I don't like that. But, at least he's out there competing. He's playing hard, and he's showing that he belongs there.
What about Nelson, the cornerback?
Looking very good.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good. Looking quick. Picked up the defense. But, I mean, football is football is football. It doesn't change. You just have different names for the same concepts, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
But he was studying some of that Colts tape, apparently.
Mm-hmm. So he looks good. And this is going to be an aggressive type of defense. They're not going to sit back and just let people do whatever they want. They're going to run a lot of zone, but they're going to blitz a lot from those zone formations. So
nice. All right, Barrett. That's good stuff. Good breakdown. You'll be at practice again tomorrow night.
Yes,
so I imagine you'll probably put stuff out on Twitter, Instagram, or no?
I'll try. You know me. Hey, could you remind me?
Yeah, I will.
I'll be there at 5:30. You remind me, all right?
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Okay, I will. I'll send you a text.
There you go.
I won't send you an email because I know you won't read that. All right, we appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for Dan Cilio later on today on the National Football Show right here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Have a great weekend.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out Book It Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the Book It Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the Book It Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on Book It.
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify.